One, two, one.
Tonight is the kickoff campaign for Yvonne Kelly. She's the candidate representing Aurora, Newmarket, Federal NDP Party. Let's go inside and see what's happening. Earlier I had a chance to chat with Yvonne Kelly, candidate for Newmarket, Aurora. It's pretty exciting. You finally took that big step.
It's a big one.
What do you think? You've got the Liberals, you've got the NDP, you've got the Green Party, you've got the Conservatives. It's been a really sort of liberal or conservative area for quite some time.
Yeah.
What's it going to look like with the NDP here?
When we win?
Yes. What will it look like?
So I think people would be pleasantly surprised because I think you would have a government that would actually work with the local municipalities and work with the infrastructure that's here in this town that desperately needs some support from the provincial and federal government. Tom O'Carroll is committed to working with everyone at the local and the municipal level. So not just walking away from those situations, investing in infrastructure. So I think you'd see a huge change in that regard. The other thing that I find people are really concerned about is, especially with seniors, is the increased age of retirement to 67. So we would take that back, which I think would take a lot of pressure off of seniors and raise across Canada about 200,000 seniors out of poverty. And our healthcare system, which all of us are concerned about. I know that having the NDP, we're actually the originators of the public healthcare system, so it's part of our legacy. And so people can count on us to fight that for that like no one else. So some of those basic changes, and also I think another thing in Newmarket, Aurora is small business. Small business is the driver of the economy. They're the ones that hire most of the people that work, and we need to reinvest in small business and kind of target that industry, that level of business, as opposed to giving tax breaks to large corporations, which only stay when it's profitable for them. But small business will stay in the community and support people and pay good wages and be able to build up the economy and the community. So those are the things that we're committed to, and it would be a real change, I believe. So I think people would be pleasantly surprised.
Now, it would be a real change from, we'll say, lowest ground style, should the NDP win here in Newmarket, Aurora. What could they expect? What would a typical Yvonne Kelly difference be, do you think, between the two, say from what you've seen Lois do in the past and from what you would do, you think?
So I know what I would do, and I feel coming from the grassroots level, coming from the community, working alongside people who are struggling day to day, I feel like I very much relate to that and understand that experience, even if it's not my own experience necessarily. So I think that would be a huge priority for me. I often say that the people that are working with me, the people that are supporting me in the campaign, they're going to keep me honest. I don't intend to become kind of out of touch with the very residents and the people that are going to put me into power. I find often that Harper and the Conservatives are completely out of touch with the realities of ordinary Canadians. So I think that's what you'll see as a difference here in Newmarket, Aurora. Really looking at working class, people who have been pushed out of the economy, who are struggling, who are living on low fixed incomes, people who want to work that can't, people who are working 3 jobs, and seniors and families that are taking care of everyone on wages that just can't support them the way wages used to support them. And also housing. So I think I want to fight for those things that are going to make a real difference to ordinary people and people that just want to have a decent life and a better life for their kids. So that's where I would stand.
Now, it looks like there's a real serious chance that the Conservatives are actually not going to be in power next time around.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
And this is really the first time in quite some time that you could really say that with a fair bit of confidence.
Yes.
So it may indeed come down to the NDP and the Liberal Party. What makes the NDP stand apart from the Liberals? What would you say is the one thing that would make the NDP be the party that should be the one people choose?
So I think a commitment to fairness and a commitment to having an inclusive community. And I think if anybody's been paying attention to Tom Mulcair on the campaign trail, even before that, when he was in the House and standing up as the official opposition.
A government that stands up for middle-class families and the cities in which they live. A government that grows the economy and creates stable, full-time jobs while protecting the environment. Where our youth get the opportunities they need and our seniors get the benefits they deserve. Together, we will build a Canada where democratic traditions are respected at home and our reputation as a country is respected abroad.
Tom stood up to Steve Harper like no one else, and even former Prime Ministers have said he's the most formidable leader in opposition, and he's got much integrity. So I think with the NDP, what you see is what you get. I followed the Liberals and the Conservatives for 30 years, and I think, you know, it's kind of like the black cats and the white cats. You get the same kind of thing, even though you might have different promises on the campaign trail. Even in the course of this last few months, we've seen Justin Trudeau change his mind on a number of key economic platform issues. We've seen him support Bill 651, even though he said he wouldn't, or that he didn't agree with it, but he'd change it, which I find a bit arrogant, because what if you don't get in? Maybe it won't get changed. So I would do what the right thing is in the moment. And the other piece is $15 minimum wage. He voted for it, he supported it, and now he's saying that's not a good enough platform. So I think we see a lot of wishy-washiness. With the Conservatives, they're going to say, they're going to take their hard line, and the Liberals will kind of campaign on the left and maybe come in and do more on the centre-right. Whereas the NDP has a strong legacy to protect. We've always been interested in public health care, collective well-being of all people, and adequate wages. I mean, why is it so unreasonable to ask that people have adequate wages and can live out above the poverty line when working full-time, or even if they aren't working? Why do we have millions of Canadians in poverty? This is unacceptable, and I think that's what we will fight for.
And lastly, you can address the camera on this one. Just tell people what you'd like them to know about Yvonne Kelly. People have gotten to know, it's only a short period of time that they really do get an opportunity to know the candidates.
That's true.
And is there anything you'd like them to know about yourself, Yvonne? Please, this is a good time.
So probably what I want people to know is that this isn't just a campaign for me. This is kind of my life. I spend a lot of time working on provincial campaigns to raise the minimum wage, to raise social assistance rates, to deal with unemployment standards that aren't adequate. These are things that are very, very dear to my heart. Affordable housing has been something that I've championed for many, many years, and like to remind people that it wasn't only the Conservatives, it was the Liberals that stopped our national housing strategy. So I'm very, very attuned to those social issues, the people that are impacted by them, and I will do everything in my power to bring about positive change, and that's what I want people to know.
Thank you. Yvonne Kelly, NDP candidate.
Whoever would have thought it, right?
Whoever would have thought it. No, I would have thought it for sure.
Yeah?
I would have thought for sure, yeah.
That was okay?
Yeah, it was excellent.
And,
as you can see, it's a good turnout here for Yvonne Kelly's kickoff campaign. Right on Main Street in Newmarket. She'll be here. That's where her office is going to be located throughout the campaign, I guess. So you can wait up until October 19th. Come and check things out. See what you think. Looks like there's a real definite possibility we're going to have a new government, and it's going to be either red or orange. You decide. I'm Tom Pearson. Until next time.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Tomassino Paezzano, federal candidate of the Tea Brewhaha Party in Canada. As you may know, I'm running in the York region this time round, and I'm looking for your support. Now, the Tea Brewhaha Party, we have our quirks like any party. We try to be honest, and we found this little dishonest piece that we're going to share with you right now. You think the NDP party's on the level? Well, you think. Take a look and tell me what you think.
Bob Harper. when he, or to Stephen Harper. Oh, I will. Sorry, I said that.
We won't call that a Freudian.
We won't. No, we won't. So.
What, that clip wasn't enough? You need more proof?
Stephen Harper, and build a better Toronto and a stronger Canada.
Aha! See, that's what I'm saying. You take off the beard, and underneath, what do you really got? Stephen Harper. And Trudeau, take away his hair, what do you got? Be like removing Samson's hair. And all his power and strength go with him. Now you gotta ask yourself, do you really want to elect a leader that you're worried that every night a terrorist, domestic terrorist, might come in and remove their hair, and they wake up and you've got Stephen Harper in a cowboy hat? Or do you want to take a look at a real alternative? Not one that's just one-dimensional, but one that looks at everything. Take a good hard look, I urge you, at the Tea Brewhaha Party of Canada. And Tomassino Paezzano, I'll see you on the election trail. Hey, how you doing? Mrs. Tomassino, how you doing? Yeah, long time, 12 years, yeah. Yeah, I'll see you out there. Turn the thing off over there, you mean? Get these bees out of here, too. What's going on here? Freaking nature. Turn it off.